Well, hello, everybody. This is BJ Murphy, publisher of Neuse and NeuseNews.com. Thank everybody for jumping on with us tonight. We're trying to do a few new things. I'm actually in my home studio. It's being produced via another home studio, and we're trying to connect it to all of you across eastern North Carolina here tonight. So hopefully this works, and really just want to say thank you so much for jumping on. I hope you're safe. Please, if you don't mind, like and share this video, because we've got a special guest coming up in just about 4 minutes. We've got a special call in from Lenoir County Emergency Services Deputy Director Samuel Carnegie, and we're really excited about having him on. He's been working with emergency services for quite a while. I definitely want to say a big thank you to Big Blue Stores and Lanier Tree Service. We could not be bringing this live stream to you tonight without their support. We were actually at Big Blue Stores this afternoon. They had literally over 100 generators there. I got one for the family. Hopefully I won't have to use it tonight, but we did get one. And actually, while I was there, I saw Aaron with Lanier Tree Service too. So please make sure, if you happen to have any tree fall down over the evening, that you give Lanier Tree Service a call. It's 252-522-4776. Again, thank you to both Big Blue Stores and Lanier Tree Service for that. I've got a few updates on some things happening in Lenoir County, Greene County, and Jones County. So I'm going to try to do my best at going through all those, knowing that I'm going to be interrupted with a phone call here in just a few moments. The first thing I want to mention is that we definitely are experiencing flash flooding in our area. We're working to confirm some reports of cars stranded and things like that. So we're working on that. But if I could stress anything, just from what I saw earlier today and how I personally saw the rain pick up and the wind pick up, there really is not much of a reason to be out at this hour. So please, if you don't mind, stay indoors. And I suspect that sentiment will be echoed throughout all of our viewing area. At 6 p.m., Hurricane Dorian was 40 miles south of Wilmington, and we all know that we had a lot of tornadic activity this afternoon. And then 2 hours later, 8 p.m., it was 30 miles south of Cape Fear with maximum winds of 100 miles per hour, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. So we really want this thing to go northeast as much as we possibly can. And so some other things I want to mention is that we've got some updates on the shelters. In Lenoir County, LCC is a shelter. It is a pet-friendly shelter. They actually, if I'm not mistaken, had to suspend the free bus shuttle to the shelter earlier today. But there is not a curfew in Lenoir County, to our understanding. But the shelter at Lenoir Community College is open, and it is pet-friendly. In fact, let's see. I was looking at a few comments. Hey, Bill Connolly, thanks for jumping on. Hey, Rudy, if you haven't, Rudy Coggins is one of our new reporters. He's doing a lot in Greene County. He's been over there today and on the phone with them today. Thank you, Rudy, for jumping on. Appreciate everybody. I see some folks from Pink Hill. Let's see. Wow, North Lenoir High School. Thank you for jumping on. I really appreciate everybody jumping on. Hey, can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me, because I just saw a comment. Someone said they couldn't hear me. I see County Commissioner from Jones County, April Acock. Thanks for jumping on as well. I really appreciate each and every one of you. In Lenoir Community College, where they have 13 dogs and 13 cats, mostly kittens. I see Tammy Kelly. Some of her team is working there. Thank you, Tammy, for that comment. See Richie Honeycutt, Lenoir Community College. Thank you for jumping on, and she helps do a lot of things there. So thank you for what you do. Let's see, loud and clear, buddy. Thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate that. See Jim Capps, thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to get a phone call from Samuel Carnegie any second, the Deputy Director of Lenoir County Emergency Services. So looking forward to chat with him so y'all can kind of get an update. I mean, it's one thing to hear it from us. It's a whole nother when you're actually hearing it from the people who are in the Emergency Operations Center, taking the phone calls from people who are stranded or have issues, and coordinating those efforts between Highway Patrol, the Sheriff's Office, EMS, you name it. So I'm looking forward to chat with him so you can kind of get a firsthand glimpse of what he's hearing and what he's seeing. Also in Jones County, the Jones County Civic Center is open. That it is there is a shelter there, and it is also pet friendly. And Green Central High School is a shelter in Greene County, and that is pet friendly as well. Jones County does have a curfew. It started at 8 p.m. and it lasts at 8 a.m. And Greene County, there is no curfew. So hold on just a second. I believe this is Mr. Carnegie. Mr. Carnegie.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. I got you live on Facebook live stream. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So give us a kind of a situation report on what you're seeing in at the Lenoir County Emergency Operations Center.
Sure. So we're starting to see some heavier rain bands make its way on shore, which is creating some flash flooding going on in the city and the county. So we're having some calls of vehicles that are in flooded areas on roadways. So we're starting to see some calls that we're having to go and rescue these people that are still in their vehicles in the flooded roadways.
And so do you know about how many calls that y'all have gone out this afternoon, today, by chance?
Just for the flooded vehicles or altogether?
Altogether.
So I don't have that accurate number. That
Okay.
would be something that would be in our EOC. However, I would guess to say it'd probably be about 100 so far.
Wow. I just got finished saying a while ago that if you're in kind of a flash flood prone areas, that you either need to leave or left earlier this afternoon, or just need to stay inside. So I really hate that you've had to do that many, but I'm honestly not surprised. My understanding was that we had about 15 or so residents at the shelter in at the Lenoir Community College. That sound about right?
Yes, sir. That is correct. Altogether, with our staff and the residents of Lenoir County, it's roughly about 140 that we have there.
Okay. And what can you tell us about? I know Lenoir County does not have a curfew, but what can you tell us about? Are you hearing about any downed trees or power lines in our area right now?
No, sir. We haven't got that many reports of any power lines or trees down. However, there are certain spots in the county that are hit or miss that have experienced some power outages. Right now, we're not sure what has caused those power outages, and it's hit or miss throughout the county, so it's not a specific area.
And I know it's been raining a little bit more this afternoon. About what time do you think the wind is going to be picking up? Because I think I saw the wind gust in our area was somewhere between between 50 and 60 mile an hour as a gust, probably sustained winds in the 40s. When do you think that's going to really pick up this evening?
Sure. So the National Weather Service is advising us that we could see those winds at any time now. So throughout the night and in through the early morning hours, we could see sustained winds up to about 43 with gust into 55 or 60 mile an hour range. So it's not saying that that's going to happen. It's just saying that's kind of worst case scenario, that's what the potential we could see. And that would last roughly until about 7, 8, or 9 o'clock in the morning, give a couple hours here or there. And those winds will start to die down throughout the afternoon.
And just to confirm, are we still under a tornado watch?
No, sir, we are not.
Okay. So no more tornado watch. What about a flash flood warning?
Sure, those will continue off and on throughout the night. So, but just because you don't receive that warning doesn't mean that potential is still there, because we are still seeing roadways that are flooded still. So those will continue on throughout the night. And there could be potential that we have some more tornado warnings that go on and off throughout the night.
And do you know if we've had to cut off any roads? It's DOT has had to go and barricade any roads already?
Sure. At this time, we've had a couple of roads that are flooded. However, DOT is en route to assess those roads. So as far as those roads actually being cut off or barricaded, there's none to our knowledge. However, that's not to say that there won't be some in the future.
Right. I know one thing that I learned in my time in office, and I hear repeatedly now, and I understand why. It's when you see these barricades, it's turn around, don't drown, because that is a big threat, the flash flooding and roads being out. People see these barricades and think they can get around it. Oh, they'll scoot by, and the reality is they don't really know what's underneath, what's really happening.
Yes, that is correct. So we encourage everyone to turn around and don't drown. You know, there is a myth that says, well, if I can see the line, then I should be good to go. And that's not the case. If there's water across the roadway, don't take any chances. Just turn around and don't drown. And if you don't have to be out, period, just stay at home until this event is over.
And one last question, just so we can end this with a positive. First, I just want to say thank you to you and your entire team and everybody that you represent there, all the different branches of our local government. So thank you for your service in that regard. But also, if people need assistance besides the emergency 911, who should they call? What number should they call? Or is there an app or anything that they should have access to?
Sure. So our Emergency Operations Center is fully activated. And the number to our center is either 559-1911, which is our main office number, or they can call 559-6118. And both of those numbers will ring in the EOC, and we can assist them with their needs or any specific questions that they have.
All right. And want to encourage everybody who's listening to make sure you stay up with the Lenoir County Emergency Services Facebook page as well. Thank you, Samuel Carnegie, Deputy Director of Lenoir County Emergency Services. Appreciate you being on the call tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So want to make sure that you got those two numbers. If you need assistance from Lenoir County Emergency Operations Center, 559-1911 or 559-6118. If you don't mind, someone make a comment below. Also, please, again, if you don't mind sharing this, and if you're not a member of our We Report Neuse News Facebook group, we highly encourage you to do that. We started it last year during Hurricane Florence. We now have over 4,000 members of our We Report Neuse News Facebook group. Someone can tag it in the comments below, or just type in wereportneusenews.com. It'll take you straight to that Facebook group. And the whole idea of the group is just neighbors helping neighbors, whether it's, hey, this road is closed, or the power's out over here, or you know, someone needs help over here and it's not an emergency. So just situations where, hey, if I knew my neighbor needed help, that I would go help them. So that's kind of the idea there. So We Report Neuse News. I appreciate that. We do have a statement from the interim police chief, Tim Dilday with Kinston Police Department. He said, as you are aware, some of our, and we just got this, as you're aware, some of our streets are prone to flash flooding, which makes traveling unsafe during these types of conditions. Unless there is a medical emergency, we request that for your safety as well as our officers to please stay off the roads until the storm passes over the area. We have already responded to 8 stranded vehicles in roadways, and this is in the city limits of Kinston. We are still available for assistance if you need us. Please be safe, everyone. So Interim Police Chief Tim Dilday said that the police department has responded to over 8 stranded vehicles in roadways. So I want to recap a couple things real quick. One is that there is a shelter at Lenoir Community College. There's no curfew, so if you need to get to a shelter, please do so safely. If you can stay indoors, please do that. But it is at Lenoir Community College. It is pet friendly. Jones County is Jones County Civic Center. It is pet friendly as well. Green Central High School, for those folks in Greene County, it is also pet friendly. Lenoir County has no curfew. Jones has a curfew from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Greene County has no curfew, and at this time they have about 25 residents at the shelter. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And I was looking at some of the comments. It looks like some folks have had some comments. Pink Hill Gym will be serving as a temporary shelter with SPCA. SPCA after storm. Thank you for that's Director of our Parks and Recreation, Corey Povar. No curfew. Okay, I saw the quote from the Kinston Police Department. I was just glancing through these real quick, make sure I didn't see anything missing. LS Tech. Thank you, big thank you to Big Blue Stores, Lanier Tree Service. My hope is that I do not have to use my generator this evening, but if so, we are really happy we're able to pick that up from Big Blue Stores today. And also to Lanier Tree Service, if you have a down tree, or even if everything is okay, and you just want to prevent trees in the future from falling down, give Aaron and his team a call, 252-522-4776. I mean, they've been a big supporter of what we're trying to do. And so just like if you go to our newsnews.com website, click on our advertisers, because honestly, the idea of bringing you hyper-local news for free only works because businesses help support what we're trying to do. They support the mission. So whether that's a Google ad or a local ad, the college, MedSource Pharmacy, Big Blue Stores, Reload, and our newsletter, El Nuevo San Juan. I mean, when I start thinking about all the different advertisers, and if you're not advertising with us, we'd love to partner with you. Just send an email to info@newsnews.com. That's info@newsnews.com. I'll make sure I didn't miss any other note here that I had. One thing I want to make sure, I know there's a curfew in Jones, but if you venture out tomorrow, please be safe. Also, I want to make sure that that if you take any photos, please submit them to us. You can either email them to info@newsnews.com. You can post them on Facebook and tag. I think the tag was just do hashtag Neuse News. Let's keep it simple. So if you put a photo on Facebook or Instagram, just do hashtag Neuse News. Tag us in it, and we'll see it. Also, you can go to our We Report Neuse News Facebook group and share it there. Share some of the information there. We saw some photos this afternoon. It was quite disturbing. So look, I hope this was helpful for you this evening. I hope everyone stays safe tonight. Hunker down. Say a prayer for the folks in Bahamas still. And continue to say a prayer for emergency services personnel who are out in the storm trying to keep us all safe. And that includes our first responders as well as our linemen. I know that they don't give enough credit, but when the power goes out, and hopefully it won't, but if it does, we've got a lot of men and women from across the country who come in, as well as our own teams here locally, to go out in the middle of a storm to make sure that you get your lights and your power back on. So with that, just want to say thank you so much for joining. Make sure you share this with a friend. Tag a friend if they missed it. If you tag them, then they'll see it in the comments. Let me do it on the closing. Last comment. Put a comment. What are you most thankful for? And I'll end it with that. What are you most thankful for? Really appreciate each and every one. Take care, and God bless.